Sup Flare Squad, welcome back to my channel and to another theory/explanation video. But before we begin, I do want to let you guys know that the collective crew has officially launched the exclusive series called All About Korea on Amino. Yeah. This new series gives you tips and inside information that we've experienced in South Korea. These exclusive episodes could only be found on Amino, but don't worry, it's easy to access. Just click on the link in my description box to download Amino. Then join the K-pop community and follow our account there called The Collective Crew. To look it up, once you're in the community, click menu, then the magnifying glass, search for member, and type in The Collective Crew. Make sure to follow so you can stay up to date with all of our episodes because you don't want to miss out. Now on to the video. We start off with RM performing Persona, which is a song about asking yourself, who am I? What's my dream? The lyrics start off by asking, who am I? You'll also notice the writing behind RM, which is also asking the same question. This ties into Young's map of the soul explanation for persona. The persona is how we present ourselves to the world. The word persona derived from Latin, where it originally referred to a theatrical mask. Why masks? That's because the persona represents all of the different social masks we wear among various groups, environments, and situations. For example, the way you act around your friends could totally be different from when you're with your family, and also different from when you're at work. The difficulty with the persona arises only when one becomes closely identified with his role that he loses all sense of self. Which is why RM and the boys are asking themselves, who am I? You'll also notice a quote on the board saying, I'm not what happened to me. The full quote is from Carl Jung. I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. When reading this, it seems as if his intentions seem clear. Meaning, don't let yourself be defined by the accidents of life that befall you. You have not yet experienced as good as it gets. Keep growing into the self that has meaning for you. So we are not our past. We have to choose our future, and this is not determined by our past. This links to what Jungkook said. He's still looking for who he is and wonders who he will be in the future. In their storyline, we know that each member has a deep past filled with different events. Each have regrets, each have scars. But as the story progresses, you'll realize that they let those regrets and scars consume them. They became closely identified with their role, thinking that they are a certain persona, when in reality, they are not what happened to them. They need to choose who to become. Then RM talks about his shadow. The lyrics in Persona say, my shadow I wrote and called it hesitation. What does this mean? In Young's map of the soul, they go over the shadow, which is an unconscious aspect of the personality, which the conscious ego does not identify in itself. Meaning there are parts of ourselves that we don't like or think society won't accept, so we reject and repress those parts down into our unconscious psyche. Before the performance began, this VCR played. You'll notice the shadows of each member. Each also have a unique way of transforming from a shadow to the members themselves. And this also connects to the individual storylines. Note that this room is also similar to the storage room they used to hang out in during high school in the storyline. Also, note the lighter RM has. We know that in the storyline, a lighter plays a role, especially during Suga's fire incident at the motel. We've also seen multiple scenes in the past music videos and clips. People also noticed the 1/10 behind RM. Now, fans are speculating that this could be a comeback date, January 10, 2020. What do you guys think? Okay, now let's dive deeper into more theories and connections. Phew. A list of theories have been going around social media. The most popular one is connecting each member to a Greek god. V as Apollo, god of sun, Jin as Ares, god of war, Jimin as Artemis, god of the moon, Suga as Hephaestus, god of fire, Jungkook as Poseidon, god of water, J-Hope as Zeus, god of thunder, and RM as Dionysus, god of wine. I mean, this ties in perfectly well with each scene and also their Dionysus song, which talks about, well, getting drunk, because Dionysus is the god of wine, but they're not getting drunk because they're miserable or sad. They're actually celebrating and feeling confident, like, giving each other a toast. As for the lights that appeared for each member, this ended up forming the Northern Crown star constellation. And how does this connect with Dionysus? This crown was worn by Princess Ariadne of Crete when she married the god of Dionysus. After her death, he considered her worthy of immortal honors because of the affection he had for her and placed her among the stars of heaven, which is the crown of Ariadne. Other than the constellation, we also see the galaxy during the Microcosmos performance. The song Microcosmos talk about finding the light in each other and to shine in our own way. During the VCR before this performance, RM mentioned about not shining bright in the beginning because all he knew was to do his best to shine. Little did they know it was more than just about doing your best to shine alone. It was realizing that there was more out there and that working together, we can shine together and create a universe. This reminded me of their quote that they used before, "Teamwork makes the dream work." They've incorporated scenes of army with our army bombs as the stars in the galaxy. They did the same during the Microcosmos performance as well. This means that each of us play a role in this universe. It may seem like you don't shine bright because to you, you're a small star, but in reality, your shine and light matters and plays a huge role in this universe. During this performance, you also notice the formation of lights over them. It looks like Saturn. You could also see an animation of the planet Saturn, but why? Cronus is Saturn. I know, what does that mean? Let me read you a snippet from Wikipedia. In analytical psychology, often called Jungarian psychology, the pure ARTEMIS is an example of what Jung called an archetype, one of the predominant structural elements of the human psyche. The shadow of the pure is the senex, which is Latin for old man, associated with the god Cronus, which is disciplined, controlled, responsible, rational, ordered. Conversely, the shadow of senex is the pure, related to Hermes or Dionysus, unbounded instinct, disorder, intoxication, whimsy. So in the Jungarian psychology, Cronus is the example of a wise old man, as Dionysus was the eternal young boy. Note that Cronus is also the king of the Titans and the god of time. And we all know that time traveling plays a huge role in BTS's storyline. Time to point out a few things about the Dionysus stage. Disclaimer, I am no Greek mythology expert or even a Thracian, so I'm sorry if I get information wrong, but feel free to correct me. But yes, let's start off with the Maenads that were introduced. Maenads were the female followers of Dionysus. The panther, well, the panther balloon isn't random. The god of Dionysus rides side saddle on the back of a panther. Now, actually, Zagreus was a Thracian god prototype who was later known as Dionysus. So let me go ahead and also play you a quick clip about Thracian.
In the nearby sacred Thracian city of Perperikon, archaeologists are searching for Dionysius' temple, which was famed in antiquity. According to Herodotus, this god is also of Thracian origin.
As for the horses, they may seem random as well, but yep, it's also connected to Dionysus. People were saying that Thracians were known for their strong horses, and I was trying to look up more information about it, and I mean, the only thing that I was able to find was this, but it's from the Age of Empires, so... This says, Thracian horses is a Greek myth technology in Age of Mythology that is available to worshippers for Dionysus. Yeah. People were also saying that the Trojan horse was actually built to seduce the Thracians, not the Trojans, which is really interesting. So if you guys have more information about this, let me know. This might also explain why Jin came in on a horse that maybe represented the Trojan horse. I don't know. As far as theories for their next comeback, January could be a possibility, and I'm still leaning towards the album being called Map of the Soul Shadow. I mean, people are also saying it could be Ego, but you know, we shall see. I mean, they've given a lot of hints with shadows recently, which is why I'm thinking that. Or they could be messing with us. I don't know, it's Big Hit, it's BTS. That's all I have for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click that like button and also check out my Patreon where I've been uploading Bon Voyage reactions. Hold everything in. Also, leave your comments and theories down below. You know how much I love discussing theories with you guys. Thanks for watching.